The Cayo Perico Heist is without a doubt the best money-making method currently out in GTA Online, especially for solo players. In this video, I'll be going over the preps required with some additional tips, as well as the heist finale, which includes the Elite Challenge. Okay, now before we get started, just a few things to remember. Now to actually start the heist, you'll need to buy the submarine from the Warstock website, as I'm showing here. Some purchases I encourage you to buy would be under the Moonpool vehicles, and you'd want to buy the Sparrow, which is a helicopter that you could spawn anywhere at any time, which also makes the setups 10 times easier. Okay, now to actually start the heist, make your way to the sub and to the tablet, where it'll give you the prompt to pay $100,000 to start the heist. Now the first thing to do is to gather intel, which is probably one of the most time-consuming missions, but you gotta do it. So here I just go into the map to see where exactly it is, and since it is far, I just go ahead here and I click on fast travel. That way I'm closer, and it's just $2,000 that you gotta pay to do it. Now that we have fast traveled, just make your way to the Sparrow at the back and go towards the destination. Here you'll have to take out a couple of guys, and once you're in the plane, make your way to Cayo Perico. Just some advice here, since this plane is one of the worst in the game, make sure you do give it enough time to get up to speed before taking off, just to avoid stalling. Once you are landed in Cayo Perico, turn around and head into the hangar to scope out our secondary targets.
If guards get a good look at you while you are in the restricted area, they will know something is not right. Safest thing is to stay out of sight.
Here you'll see me take a picture of the bottom, as well as the loot at the top.
Aha, marijuana. Easy to sell. Aha, cash. Marking location now.
Here I'm running across the airstrip to the other barn that also has secondary targets. But since the hangar had more than enough as you've seen, you'll see me in the finale only go to the hangar. Once that's done, make your way to the spike. However, since I got caught on this attempt, I'll cut to the airstrip again, and I'll show you the location of another bike in case you also get caught. But from here, just follow my passing and get to the communications tower.
stairs downstairs.
Now here, the box could be at the bottom, or you could have to climb the ladder just like I did here. Now this hack is pretty simple, it's just multiplying the numbers to get to the correct amount. I'll put up a graphic to help you.
I am in. The app is on your phone. Let us do some window shopping.
At this point, just cycle through the cams to locate the main target in the vault, and the only other place you'd want to really look is in the office. This of course is to see if there are any paintings, as those are typically higher in value, but for me there wasn't any, so I just went to the airstrip in the finale.
Okay, position locked. Gold. Now this is worth noting down. That's on your planning screen now. Location noted. Adding to planning screen. There. In the display case, some kind of statue.
Once you're done scoping out here, you could jump off and you'll teleport back to the airstrip. From there, you could end the mission by going to the plane.
Getting through the case will be a challenge.
And just like that, we're done the first mission. Now we could go on to the approach vehicle. In this case, we'll be using the log fin, as this is what we use to go to the airstrip first, then come back to the compound. Here I accidentally alerted the cops while flying in, but that's no big deal. I just quickly take myself out, as this will get rid of the cops. And a quick tip, if you do own the Phantom Wedge, at this point you could call it in, just like I did here. But if you do not have one, like most people don't, you can simply go to one of the truck icons on your minimap to get one. But once you do get in your truck, you can back in like I did here to avoid getting hit. And once you do secure the log fin, once again, just take yourself out outside the police station and it's safe sailing. And just like that, we're on to the equipment setups. Now here, you almost never need the demolition charges. You'll need to get the cutting torch, the plasma cutter if your main target is anything in a glass box, or instead, if your main target is the bearer bonds, you'll need safe codes. And the last one you'll need is the fingerprint cloner. Those are the only three that you'll ever need. Now this setup is probably one of the easiest out of all of them. It'll make you go to a construction site and find the blue cutting torch. When you get there, there will be a yellow construction hat somewhere that you can put on. Now this makes it so the bodyguards don't shoot at you as they think you're a construction worker.
Okay, to get through the drainage tunnel, we will need to cut the grate. To get through it underwater, we will need correct type of cutting torch. These we should be able to find easily at construction site. Although less easy will be the armed guards. Apparently, industrial equipment goes missing very often in Los Santos. So avoiding these guards will be good practice for Mr. Rubio's island, yes? Or perhaps to practice art of disguise. You work hard, man. In these places, no one asks questions. The torch will not just be lying around. You will need to search toolboxes. You have it? Bring it back for safekeeping. Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it.
Okay, now on to the next, which is the plasma cutter. During this one, the first part is going to a safe house and photographing the board. This will tell you the location of where the robbers are, and then once you get that, just head over to where they are and steal the plasma cutter from them and bring it back. And just like that, we're on to the final equipment setup, which is the fingerprint cloner. This one, you just have to barge into a warehouse, take out 4 guys, and complete the hack. From there, it will make you go to a warehouse where you just go in and collect it. On the way out, enemies will spawn, but they shouldn't be an issue, so just head into your helicopter and deliver it, and it's on to the final setup. Now it's time for the final setup, which is the gun loadout. Here I like to pick the aggressor loadout, which gives you a shotgun and SMG. Just make sure you purchase suppressors. It doesn't have to be right now, but just before you begin the heist, double check that you have it equipped. So as for the setup, it's basically just stealing it once again. But if you do get the Merryweather setup, you can either take out the helicopter with the missiles like I did, because it's just fun. Or if you want to just avoid it, you could simply switch lobbies. And once you do get the one where it tells you to go to a building, you just have to take out some guys that are outside and then head in and take the rest out. Then just go up to the wall and press E, and then you could go to the computer, complete the hack, and unlock the safe and take the guns. And now that we've completed all the required setups, it's time for the finale. Here, just start the heist and follow my settings and passing. Here, as soon as you load in, make a hard left and follow as I do to the airstrip to loot up. When you're close to the shore, just make sure you park it as close as you can to the shore to avoid the boat going far out back into the sea for when we come back.
GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you are inside
Now
the
from this
compound,
point, I'll
I
let
will
the
be
footage
able to
play
see
out
you on
and only intervene
CCTV.
if I need to give you pointers. Now to get to the second floor here, you'll need to use the forklift as I do here. Once you're outside the hangar here, just in case you haven't filled your bags, you can go up to the wall on the left here that I'm looking at, and you can take out a camera and go into the extra storage that we scoped out when we were here last time. But since my bags are filled, I'm just gonna go back to the boat and proceed towards the compound. Here, just a tip to equip your rebreather by pressing G so you don't drown while you're cutting up the gate. With this hack here, if you are struggling, you can line up each one to the first fingerprint and go through each time, cycling through it. For example, the first one would stay the same, the second one you would swipe once, and the third one you would swipe twice and so on. Here, when you're using the plasma cutter, you can use it in bursts to avoid burning yourself. Here, I did cut it very close as you could hear the guy yelling, but you could time this better or you could just take out the guy to avoid being detected if you'd like to. Quick tip here, make sure you equip your rebreather once again, and also if you stop swimming when the escape Cayo Perico text disappears, you'll escape faster. And that is the heist done, and as you can see the elite challenge was completed, and I'll let the footage play out now to show you the payout breakdown. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.